Okay, we're live. Go ahead. We're live.
Well, this evening, See Something, Say Something is here live at the Jefferson County Old Courthouse. And we had a call from Elaine Laird, standing right next to me, concerning abuse and mistreatment. And Miss Laird, do you want to tell Birmingham and the world what you've been going through and why you called See Something, Say Something?
Committed.
Committed,
Come here, you have to say committed.
because we were at the end of our rope. We had nobody helping us. My husband, 85 years old, was. I'm in his 80s. We were without any help at all. And my husband kept saying, you got to get an attorney to save us because they're trying to move us out of our home. And so nothing happened until my husband saw this last week ago Friday. He saw See Something, Say Something, and there was a telephone number. So he called it, and I ended up talking to Pat here, and everything changed. I feel like, well, I want to say, I feel like God is here and always has been. That these people are like angels to me. I'm being forced. My husband was taken away a week ago Wednesday, put in a place that I cannot talk to him, I cannot see him, and I can't even imagine what's going on in his life. So, and then we have another hearing this Wednesday, and I'm told I'm going to be put out of the home. They want to take our home, and the conservator already has our money, my husband's money, his retirement plan, all of his stocks and bonds. They already have that. But now they want us out of our house so that they can use the money for that to help pay for the attorneys. My stepson is the one that's taken us to court. His dad has helped him. He gave him $100,000. 2.5 years ago, we're paying $720 a month for that $100,000. The year before that, he gave him $80,000. But that son is not happy with that. He wants us out of the home, us out of our home, so that the money can pay for his attorney fees that the judge set up. That it would all come out of my husband's estate. So they're free to spend all the money they want on attorneys, but I'm not. For me, it's got to be out of our money, out of my money, which that's a whole nother story. But I am so thankful that my husband got in touch with See Something, Say Something. I said that, well, I'm telling you that, but when my son said, well, Mom, you better make sure that they're not going to scam you. You better call your attorney and see. And so I called my attorney and said, talk to See Something, Say Something. Is that a scam? And he goes, I'm not your attorney anymore. Come on.
Oh, I missed the
Come
picture.
on. That makes you wonder what in the world's going on. So I don't have an attorney. Last Wednesday, my attorney wanted to be gone, and so my attorney would want to represent me. What can I do about it? Nothing. So I had to be at the court hearing last week by myself, my own attorney, with my really good everything. Jackson, Edward, and Patricia. They're in my corner, and I feel like God has sent me angels.
Yeah, so this is a serious situation where we may have to have a visit with our state attorney general, and we are making plans to do that. Today, the press didn't meet us. The first time we had the press conference for another victim, all of the media met us. They won't meet us today. And so this is why we're taking to YouTube, Facebook, all of social media, to make sure that you, the people, know what is going on. It isn't the first time the same thing that's happening to Elaine and her husband. happen is what is happening to so many different people in Jefferson County. And so that's why we are here today, and on YouTube, because none of the media could show up today. But the way Elaine found us was through her husband, through the media, through the local media. They found the number, and actually they called me direct as the coordinator of See Something, Say Something, with her husband. And then our president, Edward Cole, has helped to file this motion to remove the conservator. And so we're just in the process of doing whatever we can do. They have left her penniless, and we're doing whatever we can do to help her because they're taking all of her money. And now our president of the See Something, Say Something can tell you more clearly what is going on with this situation.
If you're going to stand for Ukraine, if you're going to stand for Israel, we need to be standing for the last. Because what happened in the good old American courtroom is a disgrace. They have had over $750,000.
Speak louder, please.
They've had over $750,000 in assets. It's all gone now. You have to walk away from that.
Excuse us.
She wants to hear. You can hear.
No, honey, I just did before you.
And all of that's been taken by the conservative. They have 6 lawyers on the case. The son has 2 lawyers. All of his lawyers are being paid by the father's retirement fund. The other 4 lawyers are being paid out of the husband's retirement fund. They're bleeding that line. You all look at the documents, you can see that you don't have to wait till your parents die. Just come to court, probate courts. You can get it while they live.
In case, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live here at the old courthouse, Jefferson County Courthouse here in Bessemer, Alabama, where we have a serious case of elder abuse that is going on here. This is not the only case that the See Something, Say Something committee has been working on. We have several cases that are similar to the one that we're talking about here today. It appears that some lawyers and probate allegedly are robbing elderly folks blind of hundreds of thousands of dollars with no media coverage whatsoever. And you mentioned something about a conservatorship.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell the viewers what does that look like?
Mr. Cope needs to talk more.
A conservatorship? What is a conservatorship?
If someone files papers that the person may not be mentally capable of handling themselves, the court will appoint a conservator. And the conservator is over the entire estate. They're over the house, they're over the money, stocks, bonds, everything they have. Now this conservator is over the last estate. The house has been leaking for over 10 months. The conservator has taken no action, and he's been told time and time again. The conservator has closed their joint bank account, so Ms. Laird can't pay her money. So when they want to take money and wear you down, that's exactly what they do. And they have an unlicensed mediator, Eddie Vines, that's not licensed, certified by the Alabama Center for Dispute Resolutions. He's not certified by them. So he had them agree to move out of their home. At least he had the lawyers they had to move out of their home. Now, he can decide when they get a divorce. Yes, because you heard me, the conservative can decide when they get a divorce where they stay. The whole house is going to be liquidated and sold to pay more lawyers. You have one of the most powerful law firms in the state, Sorority, and they're getting paid from the retirement fund, Mr. Ladd. His money's going to be evaporated, and they're going to walk away, leave them pennies, and they will be homeless. They can't pay. They're moving out of that beautiful home into a 2-bedroom box. Look there in Birmingham.
This Laird's husband. Elaine wants to say something.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Again, the beginning of this year, January, I went to show that I could be so I went to a neurologist and I got the paper that said that I could be power of attorney, but I didn't do the 4-hour test. So this neurologist just said with more firm testing. Well, this is January 2020. Well, so they had Mrs. Hester approach me and tell me that she knew a really good mediator that was with the church and that he would be very fair. And so then my attorney, seconded that. Okay, so he told me, my attorney told me, mediation is when the mediator comes into the room with me and my attorney, and then he goes to the other party with their attorney, and then back until everything is worked out. Well, okay, so I come at 8 o'clock in the morning to the conservator's office, and I'm set in a room, and I wait for 10 hours, not getting to talk to anybody about what is going on in my mediation. After 10 hours, my attorney comes in, reads me what is on this paper, and I had 5 minutes to cipher everything they had done for 10 hours.
How fast did he read through the document?
He's a very brilliant man, and he read it fast.
Very fast. He's a speed reader.
Yeah, he's a speed reader.
And people come misled and double very fast. So she could not comprehend anything he was saying. And
Well, I saw bits and pieces, and I saw for the conservator was one total put us in a place where we would be happy. Okay, well, what was wrong with that thing? Nothing. So then finally my attorney says, but this is really good for you, Lorraine. Now his son, my stepson, cannot take you to court again. So if something happens to your husband, he can't come after you. My husband left me a home because my husband, when I met, I had a home, my forever home, but if I got married, it was going to be my forever home anymore. And so, I would like to stay there, but my husband wanted to be here with his son and granddaughter, and I understood that. So I came to Birmingham to stay with him. And anyway, I signed the thing. I signed it thinking that, that take my home, no. They did have 3 paragraphs about a divorce, and I thought, what in the world is that? But so it was read to me quickly, and I didn't understand that the conservator could decide that my husband needed a divorce, that he could get my husband a divorce for me if, say, there was a separation. Well, I knew I'm not going to leave my husband, so I wasn't worried about that part. But now, 2 weeks ago, they took my husband and put him in a place where I don't know where he is. I can't talk to him, and I wonder if they're calling that a separation. So, we've got another court hearing coming up Wednesday. Am I going to be handed a divorce petition and a petition to get out of my home? I don't know. I asked the conservator a month ago, like, okay, I'm in this home, and something happens to my husband, then what happens to me? Because they're paying for this home since my husband's alive. They've taken my home. And if the conservator had been paying bills and everything like he should have been paying when he was the conservator of my money, get our house fixed, our home insurance has expired. 2 months ago, he quit paying on the equity loan that we have because of my husband's son and my stepson. He quit paying on that. So the next thing I know, the bank's going to foreclose on our home. Well, now again, he's 2 months and a half behind on thinking in a couple more weeks we're going to foreclosure again, but I'm probably not going to be in the home because they're going to take me out of it. I need your help. I mean, these people are dangerous to me. My attorney quit on me. I'm really a shy person. I don't like to be in front of. I'll talk to one person who feels like me, two, three, and everybody look at him. No. These people have helped me, and I'm in such a situation. I don't know where else to turn.
I do have a couple of questions, though. Yes, go ahead.
Their housing expense right now is just over $600. When they force them into assisted living, their housing expense would be $6,500. No, I didn't say $650. $6,500. That's over 1,000% increase. The mediator is not certified, so he can just wing. He can come up with anything he wants. He has no rules or regulations to follow. That is unimaginable. It's a disgrace.
This conservator, was he appointed without your consent?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
The court appointed.
Court appointed him like they did an.
I Richard Jr. That's his name.
And you have no say-so in anything that has transpired or might transpire. You have no say-so in what's going on, or you're not even at the table.
I was a caretaker for my husband. He has some short memory problems, and I'm his wife. And yes, I'm going to be there with him to rescue us all. But no, not according to this judge and conservator. I'm not, and his son. His son can't wait to get me out of the house, and he's bad, you know.
It's like he's waiting for your husband to die.
Well, yeah, that's the top of his list, and he's been really mean to me, hoping it all just disappear, you know.
So what do we go from here? What's the next steps?
The next step is, I'm hoping, I went to the 4-hour test and I got through, that I am certainly capable of being power of attorney, which this judge, Nappo, took away from me when the son took me to court, and the son said, she's taken all of Dad's money and he's not going to have any for retirement, and she's incapacitated, lie after lie after lie. So after 10 minutes, the judge says, I am suspending your power of attorney. And so later on, like I said, last January, I went to a neurologist to get the truth that I can be a power of attorney. Let me be power of attorney. I know what Johnny and I need. I'm a good person. You know, I never took any money out of it before, and I will only do what is right for my husband and myself.
Mr. Koch, what is the next step in? Yes, absolutely.
My name's Jefferson Eubanks, and I came across Lane Laird 2 or 3 years ago, helping her move furniture to her son-in-law's house. And then her and her husband had to move furniture from your house. From your house to your
Son-in-law's
son-in-law's.
house, yes,
So I met Elaine and Johnny, and they were both very capable people. They were up, they were moving around, talking, laughing. There's nothing wrong with them. And to say that Mr. Laird's incapacitated is an atrocity. It's egregious behavior by everyone in this courtroom. There's nothing wrong with him any different than any other elderly man above the age of 80 or even 70. I've seen him laugh, I've seen him get upset. He knows me every time he sees me. I see him walk. And he says to the judge, why are you doing this? I want to stay in my house. I want to live and die in the house that I've been living in for the past 25 years, that I've worked my whole life to have. And I'm in the court saying, this is the United States of America. Everyone has constitutional rights. Obviously, they are stepping on his rights of liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, children aren't entitled to their parents' inheritance. That's on the parents to decide. So how even the court's able to side with Mr. Laird's son of accusations that, his inheritance is getting spent by Elaine frivolously was just ridiculous. She hasn't spent anything. And the court just wants to side with the son and pretend that the son needs to have everything taken control of, that his parents aren't capable of it.
And there are no evidence of this of these accusations.
Nothing. It's just completely imaginable. It's all about money. For them to just take all the assets, the money, give to the son so they can get paid by the son.
So basically, who is benefiting from this?
The lawyers, the courts.
The lawyers, the judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, we are live here on YouTube. We are here at the old Jefferson County Courthouse here in Bessemer, Alabama, where a serious accusation of elder abuse is breaking out here, and we are doing our best to cover it because the mainstream media is not here. My guess is that they do not want to be here. They do not want to cover this story. And we know that elder abuse is running rapid, not only in the state of Alabama, but is a nationwide issue that no one wants to talk about. So in the near future, we're going to elevate this, not only this show, we're going to elevate the topic of elder abuse in full detail, and we're going to put the media on blast. So that is why we're here. Okay, you can continue.
I'm going to tell you where we are now. As of last Friday, I filed a complaint with the Department of Human Resources, Elder Abuse Department. So of course you can't talk to me about it, but since I filed the complaint, I can talk about it. I filed a complaint. Also, we're going to send out complaints to the bar today, Ms. Laird will. Also, the judicial bar over the judge, and we will be filing with the Attorney General of the state and the U.S. Attorney next week for violating
Anything else that you want to add before we close?
Yeah, when I first met Elaine, I was helping her. She goes, I need you to take this over to my son-in-law. Oh, by the way, he doesn't like me at all. I'm like, okay. I come over again later, a few months to help with some other stuff. Then she's like, yeah, we're going to have to move. I'm like, what do you mean you got to move? Y'all live here. She's like, well, Jackson, the judge is ordering us. I'm like, how is the judge ordering y'all to move? What have y'all done? Have y'all committed a crime? Have y'all killed someone? Are you selling drugs? Nothing like that. No. It's because we're too old. You're too old. How are you too old? I mean, this is your home.
We just want to stay there within home health care, which
They can live and die as they come and go from your home, as long as they're not doing anything atrocities like murders or selling drugs. I don't think anybody would want this to happen to them when they get to any kind of age. And most people I like to think out there don't want this to happen to their parents or their loved ones. And unfortunately, it's happening to Mr. Laird the most. He doesn't understand why his son is doing this to him. He doesn't want to leave his home. And we need people to stand up for Laird's and ensure that this is brought to justice, whether with Montgomery or the U.S. Attorney.
Listen, if anybody is watching or will be watching later, if you have any expertise in elder abuse justice or anything related to the law concerning this case, or if you're willing to provide any type of advice or assistance please, by all means, you can comment on this post. You can go to See Something, Say Something Committee on Facebook, or Voters Legal Justice Watch Group on Facebook. We really need all hands on deck. Also, too, if you are a victim of elder abuse of any kind, whether this situation or something similar to that, again, we invite you to go to the See Something, Say Something Committee Facebook page and make your complaint known. You can be anonymous if you would like to be. All information that's given out is totally confidential. We will not display your name or any type of information out to the public that you do not want to come out to the public. We're just here to get to the bottom of this case and similar cases. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to say in closing before we close out? Okay, that will conclude this press conference on today. And again, we will continue to put the media, the local media here in Birmingham, on blast for not showing up here for various reasons. We're not sure what it is, but we will get to the bottom of that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as this story develops, we will give you updates. So until then, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.